בסדר, חבר'ה, נראה לכם קצת פוקימונים.
אתה רק תשאיר, אני אדאג לחלק הקשה.
קדימה, לדרך!
להיות הכי טוב בעולם, להיות הכי גדול, כזה גורל.
The mystery has been solved, ladies and gentlemen.
No, it was
Yes,
no mystery.
the recording recording channel we used was
I would say
hiding
2
its
months.
face with its
I
hands,
love
and
living
Gus
in a
didn't know.
mysteryless neighborhood with no mysteries that would need to be solved.
I would say about 2 months at least.
No,
Gus
like 4 months.
4 months. Gus has not been able to enter our recording studio sub-channel, which is where we put all the posts and have the Craig bot and the recording. And we tried everything.
We've
gave
added
him.
him
I gave
100
him.
times.
I kicked him out of the server. I re-added him. I gave him every possible privilege. I tried that again. I added him back again. And just now we learned that Gus accidentally collapsed the tab and forgot to open it.
It's crazy that everything Charlie is saying is a fictitious lie. A fictition made up by a deceitful scamp trying to smear my name.
I'm sorry,
And
this happened to...
definitely not me not being able to see the arrow pointed
Gus
to
was
the
looking
side
at the
instead of down.
Gus was looking at the recording studio link and thinking it was 2 women's faces.
No, I didn't even notice until I accidentally collapsed one of the webcams in my Dota server, and I'm like, wait, you can do that? And then I clicked it a couple of times, and I realized that somebody in it, the way that their Discord profile picture looked was the same way your guys' pictures looked when I couldn't join the call.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
This is like...
I just found out,
This is like
kind of
the-
related, I just found out that the battery in my car isn't dead. You actually have to turn the headlights on for the lights to be on.
Whatever. Who gives a fuck?
We do.
No.
I can't see the channel.
What if it wasn't that? What if I end up being right?
About
Yeah,
what?
we just gave you the right permission.
Yeah, what if
The thing is,
actually...
we turned off
What
Gus's
if I still
permissions
can't
to
join? If I still can't
uncollapse.
join, I'm gonna get so smug about this.
Yeah.
And if I can join, then that really was the problem. That it never happened. You guys
Well,
are making
you
shit
could
up.
you could
You're
join
making
because
it up.
you joined.
Why are you lying? I'm literally 7 years old, and you're dogpiling me. What
You
the
joined
fuck is your?
normally.
I am 6 years old, and you're trying to make my self-esteem worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what that
it
fucking
builds
does
character.
to a 5-year-old? Huh?
Yeah, it builds character.
No, it doesn't. I'm gonna
Yeah.
doubt
And it makes them
myself
grow
the
up
moment I
big
meet
and
you.
strong.
Welcome to
You're
the
giving me a sexual attachment style because of how you're treating me, and I'm gonna have to live with this for the rest of my life.
This is the Calvin's Dad podcast now, where we talk like Calvin's dad.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey,
Calvin...
turn down the damn heat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grow up with enrichment problems because of I'm gonna be an iPad baby when I grow up. because
You have
of what
enrichment
guys are
problems. You
doing
didn't
to me.
get to play with your block with peanut
Yeah, you
butter
need to get
in
your
it.
paper up.
Yeah.
No, you guys are lying.
Anyone else
Everything
think-
Charlie and Griffin is saying is lying.
Does anyone else think Calvin's mom is kind of hot?
Not really.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Does anyone else think
She's
that
wrong.
Hobbs was actually real?
Yes, I did think
Hobbs was real.
I remember my dad telling me that he wasn't real. I was like, fuck you, Dad.
Is there a subreddit for Calvin Ball? I kind of want to
Probably.
check.
I remember getting really mad at my dad for telling me it wasn't pronounced hobbies.
Calvin and
That's awesome.
Calvin and hobbies. And he was like,
So I
there's like
checked
a
in
philosopher
r//
named Hobbs.
I
And I'm
checked
like,
in r/Calvin and Hobbs, and apparently they have privated r/Calvin Ball.
Oh,
I
no.
cannot imagine why.
they took their ball and went home.
It sounds like, yeah, they added a new rule. It's,
What?
it's because, yeah, going to the Calvin Ball rules, and it's just like, it just changes every day. What is...
Yeah.
First rule of Calvin Ball is you freaking can't talk about Calvin Ball.
I've decided that you can do death threats today. I'm
Yeah.
adding in the death threat clause.
He can post. Oh man, it was really bad when they did the random roll for Calvin Ball rules and they hit the 1 in 1,000 chance to allow child pornography in the server. That was
Yeah. they leaked military secrets in the Calvin Ball.
Yeah.
It's like those
All right,
government
today's
discourse.
rule of Calvin Ball. Bill Watterson, get back to work. We have to force Bill Watterson.
Bill Watterson. Today we're allowed to make Bill Watterson stuff into a movie.
Yeah.
Today's rule of Calvin Ball is we're reinstituting the Dred
Today,
Scott
yeah.
decision.
Today, Bill Watterson has to make a crossover with Calvin and Hobbes and Deadpool.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. Just, we're holding him at gunpoint.
Oh my god. Imagine,
yeah. Yeah.
Today's
It was
rule
so
of
lame
Calvin
how they
Ball
would-
is that fentanyl makes you feel good and it's cocaine that kills you.
Yeah.
It was so lame how sometimes there would be a Calvin and Hobbes strip that was just like a fucking forest. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm here for the jokes.
Yeah.
I bet you cool it with this fucking art shit.
Can
It's
you
just
make
like
a
him-
Tyrannosaurus? Just do one of the ones where there's a dinosaur and a
Oh
Yeah.
yes, do one of the
UFO.
spaceman friggin' spliff.
God,
Yeah, and then
I don't
it's-
give a shit about this
yeah.
forest crap, dude.
Yeah,
Stop
sorry,
trying
it's
to
not the
make me
art
appreciate
pages, it's the
quiet
funny
serenity.
pages. Try
Yeah.
being funny.
Yeah. No, those were bullshit. It made me want to chop down trees so I could have adventures with Hobbes.
It made
It
me
seems
wanna
like
pee
that's
on
the
all
only
kinds of
thing they
stuff.
do.
We're
yeah.
saving Hobbes from Bill Watterson's boring ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I should
We're
make.
gonna
I
abduct
should,
him and allow him to have fun.
guys. I should. We should sell merch that's a sticker of Calvin's mom peeing on stuff.
I straight up did not when I was reading those as a kid. I completely thought that Hobbes was real.
Oh yeah. No.
it is real.
I did-
Like
yeah.
I was like reading it. I'm like, well, if he's like tackling people, then he can't not be real.
Yeah. No. That
Like,
was
that doesn't make any
that was
sense.
my point of refutation. Is like, how does Calvin throw himself all over the place?
That
like
that should be the real fucking like autism test for like 6-year-olds.
Yeah,
Is you
if
just
Hobbes
you give
is
them
real.
Calvin and Hobbes and it's like, do you think Hobbes is real?
Yeah.
Well, there
Okay.
are always
You're
those.
autistic.
There would always be those.
I mean,
Those
kids at that age
panels where
think Santa's
where
real.
Calvin falls asleep and like the mom comes and picks up Hobbes. And he's just
Yeah.
a little stuffed animal. But my argument is that that's not real and
Yeah.
it's a dream Calvin's having.
I thought he could morph. I thought he
Yeah.
was like a Power Ranger. He could like
Yeah.
change into a stuffed animal. shape.
Oh, Gus, get this. Hobbes was actually collapsing, and he was making himself smaller,
Yeah.
so people couldn't see him.
Yeah. It. I wonder if it's like.
I'm
yeah.
checking controversial on r/Calvin and Hobbes, and there's some great ones. Am I the only
Susie-
one who feels the
Susie's
comic
lit.
becomes cynical after 1991?
Are there
No.
eras?
Yeah.
I didn't know there were eras. Yeah. Hold on. What is this?
Does anyone else think Hobbes is also Garfield?
I think that Hobbes is also Garfield. Yeah. I think that. Yeah.
It looks like the subreddit is one of the all-time most controversial posts, at least in the past month, is who wants to do a Calvin and Hobbes podcast?
Me. We're doing it right
I'm
now.
going to pretend
Wait.
that's better than what
Wait.
we do, or
Wait.
worse than what we do.
Someone. Hold on. Let me send this one that I found. I don't even. God damn it! It always takes so long. It's in premium show links. I don't even remember this as like a thing in Calvin and Hobbes. Someone just posted, does cream cheese count as peanut butter? And then it's just like a mostly empty container of cream cheese. Was there ever
That's
like?
very funny. No,
was-
I don't think.
Yeah, no. It was there just.
I mostly remember Calvin playing with snowballs and stuff.
Yeah, no. Oh, it looks like this person's also crocheting and doing DIY. Wait, hold on. Calvin and no, I'm not gonna look up Calvin and Hobbes cream cheese. That's not gonna be. That's not gonna be interesting.
Calvin and Hobbes cream cheese.
Yeah, that's my favorite flavor.
I guess there must be like a bit in Calvin and Hobbes where they eat all the peanut butter except for the top layer, because I see a lot of people posting that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you are. Yeah. It's,
Most of the controversial posts on the Calvin and Hobbes subreddit are just comic panels that they didn't like.
Or also like fan art of Calvin
Yeah.
and Hobbes
Yeah.
where Hobbes is like weirdly buff.
Yeah.
Dear Bill, please don't ever say anything unkind about any kind of person. Let us have one nice thing. Your
Yeah.
fans.
It's just yeah. No, that was the Bill Watterson came back for like one last special.
Oh my god!
Oh, I found a really good one.
I need to send somebody's. We're in show links, right? Or
Oh,
Premium. It's a
premium.
premium episode.
Okay.
People
we
pay
need
for
to
this.
share this fucking tattoo that somebody got of Hobbes.
Oh
It's like-
man.
Yeah.
It's not fucking sending.
No, Bill
goddamn.
Oh
Watterson.
man, when you flexing and Hobbes dancing on my
Yeah.
bicep. Ooh.
Yeah, you flex and he turns from a stuffed animal into a real animal. No, the
really
thing
like
about
this.
Why can't I fucking
the
send
thing
shit,
about
dude? What's going
discrimination
on
was because Bill Watterson came back for one last wholesome run where Calvin's an adult and he discriminates against Armenians. It was kind of weird. Yeah.
Calvin must be freaking based.
Yeah,
in real
Calvin's
life.
based.
You know Calvin watches
He's
Joe
lead
Rogan.
pilled.
Yeah. Oh, this is mature content.
This is so fucking funny, man.
Hold on, I need
The
to pull-
Hobbes tattoo looks like shit.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look. Let me. View an app.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's one of the
Yeah, he's
ugliest
doing, like, the
tattoos I've
Looney
ever
Tunes.
seen in my life.
like
And then
the Looney
it-
Tunes things where your eyes pop out and become hearts.
But he's like,
Yeah.
He's
he's
looking
like,
at the tattoo on the other leg, which is of a naked lady.
It's a
Or
Sailor
sexual lady.
Yeah, it's two tattoos of Hobbs' eyes shooting out in hearts, staring at like a sexy woman, and the
Yeah.
caption says, "Hobbs love struck looking at a Sailor Jerry's pinup in memory of a friend who passed away."
it's his friend that looked like that Sailor Jerry pinup.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah.
My imaginary friend.
Yeah, just getting a tattoo of Gus in like a Sailor Jerry pinup, and like Garfield is looking at him.
There's some Calvin and Hobbes fan fiction from someone.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
who
they fuck
wrote,
each other?
This one hit me different. Calvin, sweetheart. In the darkness, Calvin heard the sound of Susie, his wife of 53 years. Calvin struggled to open
53.
his eyes. God, he was so tired, and it took so much strength. Slowly, light replaced by darkness, and soon vision followed. At the foot of his bed stood his wife. Calvin wet his dry lips and spoke hoarsely. "Did you find him?" "Yes, dear," Susie said, smiling. "He was in the attic." Susie reached into her big purse and brought out a soft old orange tiger doll. Calvin could not help but laugh. It had been so long, too long. "I washed him for you," Susie said, her voice cracking a little as she laid the stuffed tiger next to her husband. "Thank you, Susie," Calvin said. A few moments passed as Calvin just laid on his hospital bed, his head turned to the side, staring at the old toy with nostalgia. "Dear," Calvin said finally, "would you mind leaving me alone with Hobbs for a while? I would like to catch up with him."
He just starts fucking it. and then the next one, Griffin said, "What video games do you think Calvin would play?" "I think he'd play Minecraft, definitely, but what else?"
Yeah, okay, I can't read all of
Minecraft.
this because it's way too fucking long.
Yeah.
And the top comment is, "Holy wall of text, Batman. Paragraphs
Whoa.
with breaks. Learn how to use them."
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Is there a strip that proves Hobbs is real? This is what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Someone says, "There's a strip where it's almost unthinkable that Calvin managed to tie himself up to a chair the way he did. Hobbs lives with Calvin in another universe. It's the same with Spaceman Spiff. I don't ever recall seeing Hobbs with Spaceman Spiff. Fuck you. That's not a good explanation." That one's
No.
clearly... Yeah.
That's just an imagination he
Yeah.
had.
Sorry to circle back to the Hobbs tattoo, but the thing about this that I think makes it, like, most unsettling is that Hobbs is, like, longer than normal, but not, like, comically long. Like, it's
Yeah, he's got
it's
no
just-
legs.
His proportions are just weird.
Yeah, no, it's like, he's noticeably longer. He's also, like, doing what I can only describe as, like, gay hands.
No, that's what you do when you see a beautiful woman.
You go limp-wristed.
With my I look like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah. Yeah, Hobbs is looking at a big pile of heroin on his other leg.
No.
Yeah, no.
He was freaking killed by Scientology.
He was, yeah. Yeah, and then
Hobbs
someone
killed by
just...
Scientology? I don't think.
No. No. Hobbs is a very faithful Scientologist. He does audits and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to. Don't ever ask the Church of Scientology about his alleged maulings.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was... Yeah, Nicole Kidman had to break up with Tom Cruise because
Yeah.
he kept sicking his tiger on her.
He kept making her play doctor.
Yeah.
Never ask why there was a couple strands of tiger fur on David Miscavige's favorite lounge chaise pillow.
That was my favorite when we were watching, like, The Good Doctor last year, was that someone came to The Good Doctor because he got sick from falling in a massive pile of tiger shit. I don't know.
That happened to me, but I got better.
Yeah, no, I'm built different.
Yeah, they're shutting the show down.
Really?
You guys hear about this?
No,
Yeah.
I
They're
mean, it's been running
canceling
for
it.
a while. Like,
After
Yeah, no,
seven beautiful seasons.
that's
The
like
Good
longer.
Doctor is no more.
That's longer than, like, most shows should go.
I think our show should have 7 seasons when they make a TV show about our
Yeah,
life and our
well,
friendship.
we're still on the first season. The second season starts when one of us dies. The third season
that
starts
should
when
be
we
good.
get
not it.
resurrected.
Not it. Noses. Not it. Noses.
Not
Not
it.
it.
Nose goes.
Oh, Charlie's
Touching
dying.
my
Charlie's
nose.
dying.
Charlie's-
That's fine.
Oh wait, that's bad. No, because then we have to do work.
Oh, fuck.
Finally.
I could die. Like, it's fine.
Finally, I'll be free. No, I've been playing Fortnite because I'm 5 years old.
That's not something you have to justify. Like,
no, I know.
Why are
I'm
you
kidding.
being insecure about playing the most popular game on the planet?
I'm not actually.
No, I was playing. Yeah, this is a little embarrassing, but I was basically playing chess the other day.
It is like chess. Thank you.
I was eating
Fortnite
a burger
is like
because I'm
chess.
basically
No, but they-
a moron.
Well, because they add like characters in. They add like like pop culture characters like Peter Griffin and the
They add
Xenomorph.
pop culture characters into Fortnite Battle Royale.
Why? Why would
Holy
they do
smokes.
that? That doesn't.
Okay.
That doesn't seem
My
like it would
smoke alarm is
be
going
good
off.
for the brand at all.
All right, yeah, thank you.
All right, give me a fucking second.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
the smoke alarm went off because of your friggin' fire riff, Gus.
I'm glad that I was able to conjure that to stop so I could finish my joke. which-
You can finish your
It's not even a joke. It's just like an observation, but they have to like pad it out because they can't have like all pop culture characters. So occasionally you'll just unlock a skin that's like, here's the tiger guy. He's like a tiger that stands on two legs and he wears a suit, and he's really mad about poachers. And that's his story. It's like, this is awesome. I love this. I love like fucking Tyler the Tiger or whatever his name is.
Yeah, they have
It's like, all right.
Helmet Man.
Yeah, I know. It's like next skin you unlock is Tyler the Tiger, but he's got white and black stripes now. And then after that, one of the original skins, but he has like sunglasses and a beard. It's like, all right. And then finally at level 100, you unlock Peter Griffin. It's like, okay,
It would be scary if you unlocked a skin in Fortnite and it just looked exactly like you.
yeah. No, they should start offering that. And then you can also just like go see the week. The fact that you can play as the weekend is pretty funny.
All
I
right,
didn't know
sorry
you
about
could
that,
do that.
guys. I'm back. They fixed
Yeah.
it.
You can play as the freaking Weekend in Fortnite.
Yeah, and then you can say, "Ladies and gentlemen, the weekend," and then everyone loves
Yes.
you. Yeah, you can go viral in 2021.
Yeah, there should be a Twitter account that
Yeah.
posts "Ladies and gentlemen, it's Fortnite" every time it's
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Fortnite. I think
Just posting it every day.
yeah. All right, so I went on our
Fortnite
site.
pussy had me engaging with pop culture characters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, to engage with those, you need to do some world building, which is a subreddit I went on.
Woo!
Wait! I have
Smooth
one from
transition.
Calvin
Let's go.
Calvin
yeah,
Hobbes.
read it.
Sorry, I'm
Okay,
sorry.
we're
I just
backtracking.
found it.
That was a great transition if Griffin could remember to keep his fucking shit together.
No, it's
well,
okay.
I've been scrolling looking for posts. Calvin and Hobbes fans should try a few episodes of Bluey. If you're not familiar, Bluey is an Australian children's cartoon about a family of dogs. It is genuinely well written and delivers a similar vibe to the sort of more artistic side of Watterson's work. Imaginative, magical realism, realistic childlike perspective, and a willingness to talk about serious things that just struck me as similar. Rain and sleepy time and camping are good places to start.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome. Something that fucking cracks me up every single time is that the Daily Wire produced their own like insane ripoff of Bluey because they thought it was too woke. But it's
Yeah.
like so close to the show that they're genuinely concerned about getting sued over it.
That's
Ready.
awesome. Two people posted the same thing about 30 days apart, and it was both posts were just as controversial as each other, which is just like a picture of a like clownfish with teeth, like a stuffed animal, and the caption each time was just Calvin on picture day.
Oh yeah, because he has the famous picture with his teeth out.
Yeah.
Also, someone in the Bluey post says, like others said, Bluey and Calvin and Hobbes don't have a lot of overlap in my mind. I think they foster the same feelings at times, but Bluey is so fucking awesome.
Well, I have a bumper sticker of like Bluey pissing on the Ford logo.
Bluey taking a shit.
Yeah, Bluey taking
He's
a
a
shit.
dog.
Yeah.
Bluey shitting and then eating his own shit.
Bluey humping the Toyota logo. Bluey.
How come? Yeah, there should be like Woodstock shitting on stuff.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah. No,
Bluey,
The Red Baron crashing his plane
Is
into
it
the Patriots
a horribly
logo.
artifacted picture of Bluey, and it says like, "Baltimore Ravens fan, you must be a special kind of stupid."
yeah. Yeah. It's just. Yeah, It was just like you don't. It's like yeah.
It's like Lamar Jackson is a thug, and then Calvin's pissing on the word or Calvin's pissing, and the pee puddle spells out the word thug.
Just getting like Calvin doing like post 9/11 torture.
Yeah,
on the logo for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, I like the idea of it's just like
so, like they're somehow waterboarding.
It's
the
just
logo.
like
it's Calvin's pee waterboarding the logo.
It's just a picture of Bluey looking smug, and it's just like impact font. It's like Ford owner, I'll help you get your purse, homo.
Calvin peeing on his struggling Natalie Wood.
So world building.
Marmaduke ripping out Mike Vick's jugular.
Oh, there's a certain type of guy that would love that. He's like,
Mike Vick.
Yeah, like, yeah. It does seem like I don't have any evidence to back this up, but it seems like there were probably a lot of guys that like got into hating Michael Vick a bit too much. That
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but
now
like
it's woke to say that it's actually fine that he fought dogs because he
Yeah,
repented and he's a nice enough guy and he was very good at football.
He seems like a good guy, and he gave a lot of money to dogs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like
with that stuff.
Yeah, he gave a lot of money to buy more
to the
dogs.
idea of dogs.
The dog community is actually really pro Michael.
Oh, I bet we could get Mike Vick to fund our number one dog.
Our number one dog's middle finger. Well, that's what he was wearing at those dog fights. World building, and so this is from 16 days ago. It's from Sir J the Red, and it says racism : D smiley face. What are some rascal slurs you have made up for your worlds?
What?
One thing is certain is that two slightly different people will make fun of each other for it. So what are some slurs / stereotypes of your fictional races made to call each other?
I really like how like somebody tries to enter like the mind of like a person who's racist against a fantasy race, and they were like, I know. What if there was a slur for dwarves that were called like hair feet or something like that? But that's like not at all how that sort of thinking operates in America.
There also is already a slur for dwarves.
Yeah, and you just described hobbits.
There should be a slur for elves called hair haver.
Yeah.
Hair haver.
Yeah, no, it's like or it's like where they inhabit and then like dog.
Yeah, I'm cracking up at like the way we talk, the way we make like gay jokes about like Philly and Atlanta. The fantasy people are talking like, trust me, you won't be straight in Rivendell.
Yeah. Once you get to the Outer Realms, Playboy.
Yeah, they're just making like what are basically light skin jokes about elves.
Yeah, it's like it's because they went on Space Twitter and looked up.
Elves be closing the front.
Yeah, because they went on Space Twitter and looked up rim slag from the Outer Realms be like be gay, and then they started sharing it with each other.
99.97% of Outer Realms dwarves be gay.
Yeah. Someone said rim slag is pretty popular slur for people who were born outside the 37 core worlds, which tend to be far more developed and popular than the rim worlds. It's more geographic / civic racism than racial. What is civic racism?
Racism. I also disagree with the idea that this is pretty popular because it's just something that exists in your head.
Rim slag. Yeah, no, it's just
rim
like
slag.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you're burrow dirt. You fucking.
You're fucking.
Yeah.
You're a fucking flip flop.
I hate where you're from. I hate that you're.
This reminds me of the fucking like the dialogue from that one Max Landis movie, Bright.
Yeah.
Where like you just have like human cops very casually going like you can't trust orcs, bro. You know what they say? Once with the Dark Lord, always with the Dark Lord.
I remember, yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, no. If you like, if you someone said neither humans nor I like this one.
Wait. There's one more detail I just remembered where there's a Latino cop in that movie who, like, after he hears like somebody be racist to an orc, he just shrugs and goes, "Don't look at me, man. Mexicans still get shit for the fucking Alamo," which is like not true.
That's not true. No.
Like, there's plenty of anti-Latino racism.
Yeah,
I don't think
just for the
anybody's walking
Alamo.
around like
Go, I'm mad about the Alamo.
Yeah.
I do know. I did. There
Stealing
was
my
one
mom's.
guy. This is
Hey,
like
quit
the most-
stealing my mom's jewelry, just like you stole the damn Alamo.
Yeah, it was one guy I knew in high school. This is like the most horrifying, like, confirming of a stereotype about white people in Boston. But he said he didn't like Asian people because he was mad about the Bataan Death March.
That's cool.
Funniest thing. I was like, dude, are you fucking serious?
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty bad, but I don't think that's fair for all Asian people.
It might have just been Japanese people, but it was
It's
still
a
really
cross
funny
for
that it
some.
was
It's like someone
yeah,
has
I'm
to bear
still
the weight
mad
of
about
that.
World War II.
Yeah.
Like,
Still
dude,
not,
we blew them up.
yeah, it's still
Like,
not a good
we
justification.
got the last laugh there, man. You can chill.
Yeah. Yeah, no. The way that, like, fantasy slurs work, it's like if instead of the N-word, you, like, called black people, like, Africa skin or something.
Yeah.
and then, like, one of them heard you say that. It's like, come on, man. I mean, I guess if you
Yeah,
did
if you called
say-
them like, if you call, I guess it would be racist if you called a black guy like a zebra rider.
Yeah. Yeah, just something that doesn't exist. I remember I was in Chicago with my friend
With a bunch of half elves.
You saw an elf? You
No,
saw an elf in
with
Chicago?
I was at the zoo with my friend because he is sober, and we went to the zoo together to see the gorillas.
'Cause
he
he's
told,
sober.
yeah, no,
No, I totally get it.
yeah, no, Jack's a
The zoo
great
is
guy,
so cool.
but he was telling me we like saw the zebras, and he told me that when like British explorers first saw zebras and like captured them, they thought that they were horses, and they tried to ride them like horses, and they just immediately broke their backs and killed them.
You know what, man? I get it. I probably would have made that mistake.
They
too.
are horses.
Yeah, no. Like if I see a zebra, I'm like, oh, that's just a weird
Yeah, no.
colored horse.
But it turns out they're just like weird deer. But
Yeah,
and-
you know, fucking European colonizers, when they first got to the Kanto region, they thought that Pikachu was just a rat.
Yeah.
And they tried to test shampoo on it.
Yeah.
And electrocuted them.
I learned that there was a guy that the other day that that was called the Godfather of Hair, and he invented his last name was Jerry. He invented the Jerry curl, and he also invented hair conditioner.
I get
And,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
that scams.
I didn't
Queen.
think that there was a guy that invented hair conditioner. Anyway, but I wanted to read this one. Neither humans nor Fae take kindly to the very few that are born from a Fae father and a human mother. Common slurs are mother slayer.
Wow.
Mother Slayer?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's actually that's a
that's how gay guys describe
Yeah,
Yeah, that is.
it's a homophobic slur actually.
Yeah.
No,
It's mother
Florence.
slayer.
Yeah, that's just what they call Florence Pugh.
Yeah.
That's like something an alien would say trying to sneak into a pride parade.
Yeah, since most human women die from birthing a hybrid child, or no one's child for similar reasons.
Wow.
Like, so saying no one's child is a slur is like,
Yeah, like calling someone that and getting like knocked the fuck out is so funny.
yeah, no, I'm. Someone says I'm so past the whole "gotta racism because realism" trope. To me personally, it's a subject that's always been treated ad nauseum. That's not. Someone just
Treated
said
ad nauseum? What the
That's-
fuck are you talking
It's
about?
treated constantly.
Yeah.
To be fair, like I feel like Harry Potter, like a lot of those books were about like the N-word, basically. Like whether it was
No, a lot of those books were about just like having.
I feel like
fun.
J.K. Rowling did invent like the most famous fictional slur. I
yeah,
feel.
no,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
Is there
it was
something
like
from Lord of the Rings I'm forgetting?
no, not really. It was
Elf.
like
It does crack me up in hindsight that got like the first time that word appears, it gets thrown out by like a 12-year-old. Like Draco Malfoy is basically just like a kid on Call of Duty,
Yeah.
like screaming the N-word because he heard it on a TV show somewhere.
well, but it's like she included both ways that like the N-word was treated. One is like Muggle, which they use all the time. That's like the N-word in, like the 50s, and then there's Voldemort, which like you can't say and you'll get socially shunned, which is like the N-word now. It's like I
There's
like
also just like there's also the
Ian
term
Ross was
mud.
banned-
There's also the
banned
term
from Twitch
mudblood,
for
which I
saying
imagine
Voldemort.
J.K.
Yeah.
Rowling uses like in her regular life.
yeah, no, just like these fucking mudbloods. Like, wow, J.K. Rowling, that's an interesting term for this
That's an interesting term for a wizard.
for this
She's like,
for
"Oh,
this
yeah."
for this Moroccan guy. It's just like, oh yeah, no, he's half wizard, half human. That's why. Also, he's not Moroccan. Don't forget that part.
Morocco
What
doesn't
the
exist.
fuck was
in
up
Harry
with
Potter
naming
universe.
the one black character in the series Kingsley Shacklebolt?
Kingsley Shacklebolt?
You didn't
Yeah.
need to put like.
It's a cool name.
It is cool.
Divorced from context, it is a really
The one
cool
black wizard
name.
was named Slavery Out of Chains.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone says Jack
Django
To-
3/5.
Someone said this is one of the slurs they have, Jacktopia. Jacktopia Spuznagi meant to refer to a giggle person as a bastardized version of a religious figure.
Giggle person
Spunsgo.
sounds more like a slur than the thing they actually said.
Yeah, no, yeah. Someone says, what is the title Fish Slayer? And it says, epic tale where you battle the satanic fish of the seventh hellscape.
I like there's one guy named Gemo Dorgan who says for a race with gold-colored irises he calls them piss eyes. I kind of like that actually.
that
I
one's
fuck with
like, that one's like,
that was good. No,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
But he couldn't even think of a name for. He can't think of a creature that has gold eyes. He'd just be like, "Oh, it would be cool if like a guy had gold eyes," and I would basically be racist to them by calling them PIs.
yeah.
I like.
It also doesn't work because, piss eyes.
Yeah, because piss isn't really like not like a.
Well,
gold.
no, if you just call someone a PI, that's just like a different thing.
Oh yeah.
Magnum piss eye.
Lazariki says catbirds. Whilst the griffins may be chimera made of a bird and a feline, this will infuriate most male griffins as they are very vain creatures, and referring to them as a lowly house cat denigrates their hybrid parts.
Yeah.
My thing is that like a griffin is like an eagle and a lion, and it doesn't really understand like words due to not being like a human, so I don't think there are like slurs for them.
Was there a time, Griffin, is there a time in your childhood that like all your friends or classmates, or at least some of them, like learned what griffins were and like teased you for it?
No.
Really?
I mean, I would get like Griffin like the Hogwarts house.
Oh.
'cause,
But that's like a good one.
I mean, not anymore.
Yeah. No.
I kind of like snuck in at the perfect time.
Yeah. I do like those like Harry Potter house quizzes because it's just like very obvious which one it is. It's like,
Yeah.
do you like making money? Do you like your friends? Or do you like being a good person? Or do you like being smart? It's like, I don't know.
If you saw
What would you
a rhinoceros attack your friends, would you be brave?
Appreciate
would you
your
say,
friends.
Oh no. Would you help the rhinoceros, or would
Yeah.
you play chess?
Yeah,
Really?
would you battle the rhinoceros with your wit?
I like that when they do like the ones that are like trying to like, you know, be about something else. They're still like obviously about the houses. It's like you walk down a path at night. Would you rather go down the path of darkness or the path of bravery?
Or the path to the library, or the
Or
path
would you
to your
rather
friend's
just sit
house?
down and be
Yeah.
kind of nothing?
Yeah.
What's your favorite of these made up sounding animal names? Gadger, Ryan, Break, or Smurd?
Yeah. Or blurred. Who wants to read about your world's equivalent to HRT?
I would
I
love
do.
to read my world's
Aw.
equivalent to H. Fuck you, Griffin. You've been usurped. You've been stopped. Go sit in the corner. Go cry.
I got slurped. I got you slurped.
You got me slurped. Oh fuck! Has my gain been up this entire time? It has been. Shit.
It's fine. I'll equal it out.
Okay. What is your world's equivalent to HRT? I have recently been interested in trans topics and how they can relate to world building. How does your world view trans people, and what treatments exist for them? I feel like this one's really easy. It's just magic, right?
Yeah, no, you
Like,
just do
that
you-
one's like fucking solved like right off the bat.
Yeah, cast a spell.
Not something you need to think about
Yeah.
anyway. It's magic.
HRT hat
Boom.
rabbit
Done.
treatment.
Yeah, there we go.
Rabbit treatment.
Yeah, no, you put your dick in and then a pussy comes out. Yeah.
You gotta drink this potion and then lie down for an hour, and the potion ends up being completely unnecessary. It just makes you throw up because the wizard
Yeah.
is mean.
So, someone said there are worse problems than gender identity in my world.
Wow.
I like to think that he's not talking about world building. He's just talking about like his personal life.
Yeah, my daughter got in a car accident. She
Yeah.
got a broken leg.
Same here. Current
Yeah, I wish
conflicts
there was
are.
a world building equivalent of my daughter being alive.
Same here. Current conflicts are too intense for people to care about HRT. Even so, I have thought of it. But even the art of the Pelivars isn't able to do such drastic alterations without a donor body, from which the needed organs will be taken. What the fuck are you talking about? It's like you change like a couple things. I mean, I guess it's like, yeah. Someone just said people are people. No one cares, which I don't think is.
Well, that's really great world building.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
No one cares.
Yeah, no, yeah. We're all just the same, aren't we?
Oh,
Someone just said there are flowers and rocks that can grant wishes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I love that.
That's so cute.
Oh, did you just send one?
Yeah.
Do you want to read this one?
Yeah. What? By user Humble Knight 14. What is your world's Giga Chads / Giga Girls? For me, it would have to be Lydia Armstrong. Being the child of a demigod Maui, Lydia spent her entire older life protecting people because she hated suffering as a child. As she grew older, she became 6 feet taller and stronger than any bodyguard Senator Filkus hired. Senator Filkus' campaign is to declare free medication across the world for all people who need it. Hired for skills and strength, Lydia Armstrong quickly rised through the ranks mainly because of her intelligence. She supports his cause and protects him at all cost. And then someone says, do you mean based Giga Chad in terms of looks or actions? And then OP says, true Giga Chads and Giga Girls. So just not answering the question at all.
Yeah. What are the comments? My 3 main characters, yada yada yada. I mean, this is just people describing the.
Just people saying which of their characters are Chads.
Yeah, that would be if I was gonna write a story. I would make all of my characters.
All my characters
cool.
Giga Chads. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would just make them all like really cool and like 8 feet tall.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. No,
Someone says, elaborate on what you mean, please, because I'm kind of confused. And then OP says, characters that are stacked with muscle, like my Lydia, and are kind but strong. you know how Giga Chads are like kind?
Yeah, no,
that's kind of that's kind of the vibe I get from them.
They're not just used to refer to like a 70-year-old politician that was racist. Oh, I like this one.
Subreddit is not as good as I was hoping it would be.
No, it's fine. Here, this one's about your life. A fantasy setting where all characters are gay males.
The thing that's funny about it is just the people sharing their worldview or their worlds that they're building.
No.
Wait, I found a good one.
This one's good.
Okay,
like I said, Gus, this one's about you. A fantasy setting where all characters are gay males.
That's not about me.
I'm writing a story in a fantasy setting where all inhabitants are gay males. As whimsical as it sounds, I want it to be believable. The plot is predominantly romance and interpersonal conflicts with a sprinkle of gay sex. Like ice cream.
Sprinkle.
I hate male pregnancy. Mpreg. So I have come up with
male pregnancy.
I hate male
bullshit.
I'm just thinking about how bad I am about male pregnancy.
I hate male pregnancy is such a funny sentence.
That's so sick.
I hate male pregnancy.
Hater of male.
Yeah, I'm
changing my Twitter ad to male pregnancy hate enjoyment.
Yeah, I am the blade that cuts against the rot that is male pregnancy. So I've come up with a way of how babies are born. What if babies are born from plants, like nymphs from trees, or the Japanese folktale Momotaro from a peach? Any other ideas? Do you have any other advice or ideas? Oh, and this is from user Gay Daddy Wolf.
Okay. Can I read AMA about the gods of Atoria?
Yeah.
Because there's some incredible world building in this one. 1 second, I'm gonna send it to you guys. All right. So this is the religion of the Atorians. I'm trying to work out the kinks in this as it pertains to the story. So ask me anything. I'm thinking of switching the 2 elemental deities with 2 of the minor deities, but I'm not sure yet. To answer any questions about the major versus minor deities, Okay, so these are the major deities of Atoria. The first one is Raythea, goddess of slaughter and war crimes.
Oh.
The goddess of war crimes. You have to invent the law for it to be broken first.
Well, you haven't gotten to the goddess of the Geneva Convention yet.
Yeah.
Raythea is the chief goddess of the Etorians. Her name translates to Widowmaker in the Etorian language. And she was once considered to be the 19th essence of Ultria, deity of the northern Ligurians. Her name as an essence was Vicaris. However, she's rarely referred to by any of her other names. The Etorians often refer to her as the goddess, and what little Ligurians dare to acknowledge her existence call her the Lost One. And her symbols are the vulture, the raven, and the scythe. And her domain is war. There's also Exnera,
That's not a domain.
The goddess of sex and power.
Bruh.
The Etorian goddess of sex and power. Exnera is another one of the major deities. She rules over the slave trade and other aspects of power such as politics, government, and wealth.
Just the slave trade, not like slaves in general. She's just the middleman.
Yeah. There was also Ion, the god of victory. Ilva, the goddess of death and war. Ogter, the god of destruction.
Jesus Christ, is there like a god of
the goddess of vengeance.
It seems like they're all competing.
Zunia, the goddess of volcanoes and fire.
Okay.
And then at the very bottom, somebody asks him, "How old were you when you wrote this?" And he replies, "I've been developing Atoria since I was 14.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. This is my daddiest. He's the
Oh,
god.
wait,
goddess.
he tried
He's
to
the-
make the goddess of war crimes name sound like Raytheon.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
That's so cool. This is my daddiest, the god of taking phones away.
Yeah, my daddy is the god of taking phones away. Yeah, this is my most terrifying god, Lana Del Raythea.
Yeah. This is Mastercard, the goddess of money.
Mastercard is good. That's like
Yeah.
are
This
any
is
of
Panra Bread, the goddess of white people.
the goddess of the snow ape race.
This is Tony Fauci, the god of sickness and lying.
Yeah. Are any other of these like Aeon? Like these don't sound like anything, but I guess if like fucking Raythea is.
Well,
Also,
if he's gonna
like-
be.
I think he only
He can't
did it
have a
once.
god of war crimes without having some freaking commentary about the real world. You know.
Yeah, no, that would be.
Why is that like the most important one? Like, why did they start with that?
I don't know. Raytheon's a big company.
Can I? I've got another one I want to read. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that's Okay. Can I read? Is it morally wrong to blow up part of a galaxy?
Yeah. Can you
I'm
send
trying
that?
to write some evil ancient alien precursors for something, kind of like Stellaris, but I don't know how to make them evil while at the same time making them enlightened enough people to fuse their entire species into a single entity and buzz off into some other plane of existence. Essentially, the idea is that this big empire at the edge of the galaxy becomes so powerful in their technology that they become a hive mind, absorb all the other consciousness around them into it, and then use their psychic powers to absorb almost all of matter in their territory and become a godlike being so powerful that it can just jump out of this dimension and live with life itself peacefully. Trying to shoot for making this happen about 1 to 2 million years before the main story happens, where a species of aliens evolves on the remains of one of the planets they shredded apart.
Cool.
The obvious solution is to make it a race of space Hitlers, but that throws the whole enlightenment thing out of the window.
That's
Okay,
awesome.
man.
Yeah. What was even the original question? Like, how do I do that? Because it sounds like they just described it.
An entire race of space Hitlers.
Yeah, they said how to do it without being like bad or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think.
I think you can just do it. It's not real. It's not actually.
Yeah.
Can I read how to make age gaps less weird?
Yes, please.
I started writing some stories on my world. He was on his world writing stories.
I'm on my world shit.
I'm on my world shit. And I thought of 2 characters date. Problem being that one is in their late 20s and the other is several millennia old.
Oh.
He was basically sealed away, and I thought he would spend those years basically in a coma to make it less weird, but I wanted some second opinion. Does it make it less weird? Is there a way to make it less weird? Or should I just forget the idea?
That's like the premise of like, I would say like 3% of all fiction is like a 1,000-year-old and a 22-year-old date.
Yeah. It's friggin' weird every time, and you should go to jail
guys,
for writing
it's
some
weird that
evil
my
shit like that.
500-year-old space Hitler is dating a 17-year-old normal Eva Braun.
That's
Is that allowed?
That's awful. That's the worst thing Space Hitler's done.
Oh, god damn it, Space Hitler. Now you're just as bad as normal Hitler.
Yeah, now you're just as bad as good Hitler.
Yeah.
Sounds
No, wait,
sounds
no,
a
I
lot
disagree.
like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Aang is frozen in ice for over 100 years, which technically makes him 112 years old, which is 100 years older than Katara. Your characters aren't children, though, so I think it's completely fine.
Yeah.
Despite all the extra zeros, after a certain point in time, it all becomes irrelevant when you consider the fact he basically just didn't exist.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I do.
someone says, make it so the younger ones are so mature for their age.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I think that's... I mean, I think we nailed it.
Make them
Perfectly.
mature
Can I
further.
read the one I just said?
Yes.
Alright, this is, please try to understand basic physics before trying realistically to predict how powers like super strength would work. So, kinda tired of seeing people with zero knowledge of physics trying to predict how powers would work realistically. Take a classic case of lifting a car from the front, not overhead, just lifting it and pushing away. Quite a lot of armchair scientists on the internet instantly try to say that in these scenarios, your hand should tear through the car, and in reality, your fists aren't shaped to penetrate a car. There are videos online that show people lifting cars that way. There is a reason bullets are shaped the way that they are. If we did the math, the amount of force it would take to completely tear through would be enough to launch it 100 meters in the air. So please, if you want to realistically judge a piece of work, parentheses, defeating the point of most fiction, learn some actual physics instead of watching Shadiversity videos. This guy needs to know what's going on in this guy's head. He just saw one comment that really pissed him off.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was a comment he got like 4 months ago.
Yeah. Here's one. Least favorite fantasy races. Mine are dwarves. I can't stand them. I find them boring for the most part. I've writing a fantasy world that has other races, but not dwarves, and they never existed either. The only
for me,
dwarves
it's
in
probably Wasians.
yeah, the only dwarves in my world would be little people, not an entire separate species. So it just means like
Okay.
people with dwarfism would exist, but not the fantasy race.
Not
of
the
dwarves.
fantasy race of dwarves.
Yeah.
That
So
makes
just
sense.
not sure if this belongs here. I'm not particularly mad at the race, but I hate when races all have the same characteristics. For example, with dwarves, everyone is a master smith. I hate that all these fucking dwarves spend all day master smithing at home collecting welfare. Or most evil races, where they're all sadistic and often stupid, think they are better because they're stronger, yada yada yada. Any race that clocks under 4 feet tall on average, I start to get annoyed.
Just like, why are you even here?
Yeah,
What
it's
are
like
you doing?
Yeah.
Can you hold a sword?
Viram
Fuck
Juram
off.
says, elves. A bit of a rant, but seriously, I will never get why people like elves. It's such an unfathomably boring, unimaginative, made-up species. They're basically just people with a few, often extremely minor alterations, such as the ears, being pretty, and perhaps a vaguely different culture that encompasses all the worst traits of humanity. Arrogant, pretentious, and insufferably convinced that they're better than everyone else. At least dwarves have pleasant traits, like honesty, cheerfulness, and a simple, admirable look on life. Elves, meanwhile, seem to be utterly obnoxious in damn near every depiction thereof. Oh, and of course they live for 8,000 years too, and are super good at magic, so they get more reasons to be annoying about something. What's the appeal of elves? Can someone tell me? Is it just the sex appeal of wanting slender, smooth, hairless people? Or do people actually like horribly arrogant, pretentious dicks? I really am curious. This user
Be
is a
careful,
dwarf.
Be careful, Frodo. 97% of the inhabitants of Rivendell are elves.
Yeah, community notes, this user made contributions to the MIT Media Lab on the
Yeah. Someone just said, I dislike gnomes. Like, we already have hobbits. Why would you use them? Why do they exist?
I didn't get that one, actually.
I dislike gnomes.
I don't like gnomes.
I fucking hate gnomes.
Yeah. People need to stop emailing them about trying to get what's up with Marx. Like,
yeah. Probably elves.
I like a lot of really cool people in here saying freaking humans are their least favorite race.
Yeah, basically because of all of the bullcrap they do to the planet and wars.
Yes, and to video games and how they make life so hard for video game developers.
Yeah. And racism.
And sexism and microtransactions.
And ethics in games journalism and Sarkeesian. Elves and all long-living races.
People really don't like elves.
Yeah, people really hate elves. My hate boner for elves is stronger than your hate boner for dwarves. It sounds like, I don't know if it's a hate boner necessarily.
Someone said demons. Nearly all depictions of them haven't vibed with me.
I wonder why.
Okay. It's also my least favorite race in real life.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't fuck with them at all.
What? Someone says... Oh. Never mind, I'm dumb.
Yeah.
I don't even want to read the comment I almost read.
Yeah, Oh wait, here's one. An empire based on smut.
Alright, yes please.
Yeah.
Methinks I'm getting a gentlemanly boner.
Yeah. I might be redeeming my Delta please. Flight miles.
Yeah.
To fly to the universe where it's all friggin' smut.
I normally don't like imperialism, but if it's gonna be this one, me thinky I like this. An empire based on smut. Basically, there's an empire in the history of one of the worlds. The story in the world have multiple worlds within it. That is based on smut. Basically, the kingdom is more of a city-state where people mine gold and write smut. Smut is illegal in some kingdoms, so it raises the price for these country citizens. It is an empire.
I'm really cracking up at the idea of this just being like a fantasy race where like every person acts like they're acting in a porno in real life.
Yeah. Or
like, just all the time.
Or mining gold. It seems like...
Would you like the big boar sausage? Like, that's just every conversation.
It sounds like... Well, because they say that their two industries are writing smut and mining gold. And I feel like mining gold is going to be like a more productive...
no, but you have to... The smut is printed on gold plates.
Oh, like that's Moses. Right. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Moses is.
Gus,
says, can I read the one you said?
Wait, I want to finish. Smut is legal in some kingdoms, so it raises the price. Is an empire in the sense that it has economically made its neighboring kingdoms depend on it. How should I improve this concept? And then one comment, that is awfully close to what happened in the Opium Wars. Yeah,
how about smut propaganda pieces? Basically smut of leaders cheating on their spouses used as propaganda in heavily monogamous regions to undermine their authority. That's called libel.
Yeah, no, it's just called lying. It's just like, it's our most powerful export. It's just like Benjamin Netanyahu kissing like a really hot guy.
You know, guys, it's kind of anti-Semitic of you to do smut libel like that.
I hate smut. Yeah.
Not libel.
Yeah.
Not libel.
Yeah, these dwarves are taking our children away and making them write smut. Making them write smut about us.
Yeah, their version of the Epstein list is just a really long author's contribution page. Alright, Griffin, did you want to read the one I said because it's fucking killing me?
What, I am depressed?
Yeah.
I am depressed. I always wanted to create a fantasy world and also create games about that world. A big and unique world where I could create all kinds of stories and characters. But no matter how much I try, I can never come up with good ideas. And even if I have an idea that interests me, if I think about it too much, it ends up looking stupid and boring. And I give up on it. Everyone seems to have such creative and unique ideas for world building, and I can't do anything.
I love trying to guilt trip the r/.
Guys, I can't. I have imposter symbol for thinking about an idea. I can't even do it.
I'm sorry, but that's just... Oh my god. I don't know why.
Just like banging your head. Just like, you know,
stupid,
3 in the morning, surrounded by crumpled up pieces of paper. You're like,
yeah.
How the fuck do I create a world where all the people are little kitty cats?
All of the crumpled pieces of paper are just like very slightly altered Draculas.
all the pieces of paper, they have like one sentence on them that say, like a dog city where all the money is bones. No, someone's done this already.
It's just like a cat city where all the money is tuna fish.
Yeah, a world where all everyone cares about is iPhones.
Upside down world where the dwarves are tall and the elves are short.
A world where all of food is water and all water is food. And
no, that could never work. I'm so stupid. I like imagining this guy is like suicidally depressed over it. He hasn't left his bed in like 2 weeks.
It's just like an author driven mad. He's like fucking Tolstoy.
Yeah, Ernest Hemingway sitting at his typewriter.
Yeah.
Fish world where the money is bubbles.
This is what oh fuck, god damn it, what was his name? David Foster Wallace was working on when he died.
Yes, Sylvia Plath.
Yeah, he was working on Bird World where the feathers are money. And all the houses are nests. And then he died.
And all the food is worms.
And then just flatline. They found it the next day. The food is worms.
The idea was so good it developed into a
David
tumor.
Foster Wallace is just lying crumpled in his room, and there's a single manuscript that reads, "The land where people are played with by Legos."
David Foster Wallace's scary new book. He's
Stacklantis.
Stacklantis. It's like David Foster Wallace was found dead today with a mysterious transcript after he committed suicide via 2 shots to the back of the head.
David Foster Wallace found dead after attempting to finish his novel, "The Vampire Who Loved the Sun."
all the footnotes in David
story.
Foster Wallace's Lego story are like, and the money was a green Lego.
Just like
10,000 footnotes.
And the Bionicles were like dinosaur fossils.
And these Legos fit together like this. And the dinosaur Legos were still dead. Those weren't around anymore.
And in the Lego future, they have advertisements for all the new kind of Lego hair. So dystopian.
Yeah, and people eat Lego food in one bite because you can't have Legos that are like halfway.
And when the Lego people get mad, they grab people and they throw them against the walls.
Yes.
And
my god.
The
and
worst
when they
thing
step
that can
on
happen to a Lego person is when you step
on a person.
Oh, dude, fuck! I stepped on a human house. Shit, my toe hurts.
Yeah, and the Lego army shoots other Legos with Lego guns.
Yep.
And instead of bullets, it's studs. Lego
and instead
studs.
Of the regular Star Wars movies, it's Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, he just writing instead of the regular Star Wars movies, and then you just hear 2 shots come from his bedroom and someone leave. It's like he can't finish this.
Yeah, he couldn't figure out what to do with the Lego Star Wars video games, and that's what drove him to kill himself.
Wait, but if I'm playing Lego Star Wars right now, David Foster Wallace, after 10 hours of writing, sits down to play Lego Star Wars and realizes how worthless it all it is.
Foster Wallace shot dead after failing to complete his book, The Evil Monkey.
What if Santa Claus was evil and gave people bugs and stuff on Christmas?
Somebody told him that was already a Futurama episode. He was into his room with a noose.
Yeah. David Foster Wallace couldn't even start the transcript. All he had was the cover, and it was just a dog walking a person around on a leash.
David Foster Wallace dead of a heroin overdose after somebody told him he couldn't sell Lord of the Rings in the future.
What if you opened up like
Gandalf
Finnegan's
uses
Wake?
Technology.
You started reading like Finnegan's Wake, and it was all stuff like, and in the bird world, they keep the people in cages. It's like, God, this is so dense. It's just impossible to read.
Every page, you come back and there's something new.
And in the food world, being cooked is like dying.
You flip the footnote. It's like an annotated version by some guy who's devoted his whole life to deciphering the book. It's like, food is the stuff we eat in the people world.
But in the food world, It's one of the things we eat. And also, all the bathtubs are chocolate syrup. just a book you see in like Barnes and Noble. It's got like David Foster Wallace like looking out into like the sunset on it, and it's just titled "In the Food World."
Yeah. David Foster Wallace died after failing to complete his final novel. What if Willy Wonka was badass?
What if Willy Wonka was steampunk? Just like all the footnotes, it's like, and Willy Wonka's hat had 37 gears on it. And they were all turning all the time.
Yeah, they found the kids found a golden gear in a pocket watch.
Yeah, because in this world they don't eat chocolate; they eat pocket watches.
They eat steam.
Yeah,
They eat melted chocolate because of all the steam.
Augustus Gloop is a robot who fell into a river of gasoline.
Yeah,
because he was so thirsty.
Yeah,
for
instead of a
gasoline.
river of chocolate, it's a river of gasoline. And one of the fat robot children tries to drink a bunch of the gasoline because robots love that. That's their food.
Yeah, that gasoline is like robot food.
Yeah.
Oh, David Foster Wallace found dead yesterday
Yeah,
of apparent suicide.
Yeah, after
After
just the
he couldn't
13th.
Yeah, and
figure
the
out what to do after he said
13th
that
chapter, and it's
gasoline is like food for robots.
yeah, he was on his 13th chapter titled "Gasoline is food for robots in this world." By the way.
Yeah, and all the four grandparents that share beds are four phones that sleep in a big case.
Alright, I think we're time.
I think we're time. That was fun. I like that.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing.
Thank
to
you
the
for
Patreon.
subscribing. That's definitely going to be the teaser. Bye.